There's no such thing like the best coder of this world or something like that. So after being in this world at expert level for so many years, what are you doing in order to not only maintaining that expert level but also constantly being better than the last time? I mean, how do you exercise yourself in order to be a step ahead every time in terms of coding? Hey guys, my name is Abhishek. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we can see that nowadays a lot of AI development and automation is going on, and we are actually improving a lot day by day. Things are constantly getting better and better. But in the future, this development will affect a lot of people and professions. So let's discuss all of these things with an absolute expert in this field. So our today's guest is Dr. Prashant Giridhar. Now he is currently a DTU professor and a true expert in his own field. Now if I want to share the qualifications and achievements of our today's guest, then I have to make a separate 10 minutes video on it. So just imagine whom you are getting these answers from. If you are curious about it, I've added it in the description so you can check that out. Trust me guys, watching this session will be a lot better than spending your time on social media and stuff, because that's what's everyone doing these days. So without further delay, let's dive right into the session. So a very good morning sir, and thank you so much for making this happen and giving your time and support.
Thank you for inviting me.
So coming on to the first question. So in the future, probably around 50 years as of now, artificial intelligence and automation will be so much developed that the overall need of human intelligence and human power will decrease gradually. It can't be replaced, but it will decrease gradually. That means if you are good in your profession, then you should also be an artificial intelligence developer, AI developer, in order to survive. And if a very experienced doctor will make a great artificial program which will include all his past experiences, then the doctor of less experience will have no work, since same program can be applied everywhere in the case of automation. This is just an example of doctor. Instead, every profession will be affected by it. I mean, it's good that we are constantly developing, but what should we do in terms of jobs? So what are your views on it?
So your concern is that related to the job of the different professions and that jobs because of the artificial intelligence or the use of the or rather than saying that the huge amount of use of robots that will definitely reduce down the job opportunities. So for this I just want to say something that earlier in the earlier stages of the development of the human being, we usually used to go for hunting, and then after that we started for farming and all these things. Gradually we evolved, okay, and because of the introduction of the new technologies only we got the new job opportunities. So what I feel that whether the new technology will be introduced or new things are coming and they are replacing the different jobs, actually they are displaced. There is a displacement of the job. That means some jobs have been taken by the technology, but rather than means killing those jobs, what they have done, they have displaced this particular job in a different field. Okay, so what I say that basically introduction of the new technology or coming of the robots or artificial intelligence, definitely they will increase the competition among the machines and the human being. Obviously what will happen that the human being need to be much more creative, so that what will happen that to imitate the human being machine, it will itself will take some time. Okay, so the different creative way we need to think, and in each and every profession, though some profession will obviously get killed because of the introduction of the artificial intelligence or the some robotics, but definitely there will be different avenues will be open for each and every person. Okay, right from the those people, and the new age will be of means age of literacy of each and every individual on this planet. Okay, so everybody will strive to achieve the best of them, and they will definitely go for a better job opportunity that will be created because of the new technologies. So I don't think that that will definitely, there will be some jobs that will get obsolete, or what we can say that will be killed because of the introduction of the artificial intelligence. but definitely there are so many avenues which will be opened. And for this I will just let you know that in a World Economic Forum, that they said that the automation will displace 75 million jobs but generate 133 million new jobs worldwide by 2022. So I think that means the introduction of the new technology will definitely increase the job opportunity. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and there are so many things of the, like when some new technology has been introduced. So some of the things will definitely go obsolete, but there will be better opportunity will come in the everyone's life. Okay, and the people, those who really want to excel, they will definitely get the chance, and chance or edge above others, and the competition will be definitely there.
Yes, sir. So, coming to the next question. So, this is actually a question from a book 21 Lessons from the 21st Century by Yuval Noah Harari. So, the author is saying that imagine a condition of a car driver whose job is taken up by a self driving car or robot driver. So, now if he start learning to code, it will require him around 1 year or more, since coding is something that requires time and effort at the scratch level. So, now in this 1 year, how he will afford to live? I mean, how he will get his money for his food, shelter, clothes, and if somehow he even manages to learn coding language, so what is the surety that some more advanced technology will not come in the future which will completely replaces all the current coding languages? So again, this is not just a case of a driver. Every profession include teachers, professors will also have to face it at some point of time, yeah, excluding computer science experts like you. So what are your views on it? What should he do?
What I feel that for every profession, irrespective of means the particular field, that definitely introduction of the new technology will increase basically a competition among the different individuals. Okay, and there we have to compete with the machine. Okay, we have to compete with our means fellow men as well as the machines. So what we have to do then, I think that everybody, the every individual, those who want to be in a competition, they must be well equipped themselves with the different skills which are related to their profession, the profession in which they are involved, irrespective of means whether I'm a professor or a doctor or whatever it may be, or just like a driver we are talking about, that though the introduction of these new technology, the artificial intelligence and some robotics, because of that they basically that jobs of the drivers are in a means they are just now being taken by that particular robots or the artificial that self-driving cars. But definitely, if those jobs are displaced and not available in the coming future, definitely there will be some different avenues, different job opportunities related to that only. Means only they have to what tweak their role. Okay, and they have to get into that particular role, and then only they will be able to survive. Because see, though some of the jobs will get displaced by this particular technology, but there will be some of the skills which will require some specialized skill to adapt to that particular new technology. And definitely if we brush up our skills, new we develop our new skills and ourselves, and then means like whether it is academician or educator, okay, they have to start thinking of a sellable idea in the sense that whatever creative thinking they are doing or creative work they are doing, they must get it patented, or they must start a new venture where they can deploy certain things related to the new technology and creative work. Okay, and those things you should have to, or everybody need to involve to get those things registered or patented, so that they can earn the good source of income apart from their regular profession. So even means if we are talking about the professors, there is a means those days are not far that each and every professors or any professions professionals they will have to means think differently, think creatively, and make utilization of those creativity for earning. Okay, so that definitely the people, those who have certain passions in like some are having certain passions for creating something, some creative ideas, singing, dancing, or say painting, or some other professions they are involved in. So they have to blend their profession with their passion, then only definitely they will survive through that particular thing. Okay, and they definitely get the edge over others.
Yes, sir. So you said that few skills will be not replaced. I mean, that will be required even after automation. So can you give some of the examples of that skills? I mean, everyone is saying, everyone who's watching this will try to be expert in that only. So can you give an example of that skills which can't be replaced anywhere in the future?
See, there are so many creative thinking. Like when we are talking about the, uh, even we take an example of the, say, human, what you can say, the intelligence. Okay, where there is an involvement. So nowadays, the artificial intelligence and other machine learning techniques are available. Okay, we think that they will replace the human thinking, okay, or the way human intelligence, but it is not that much easy to imitate the human mind, because at a time the human mind can perform the various the millions of calculations in their mind, just for the sake of understanding. If we say moving
Exactly.
from one place to another, okay, the displacement of the body takes place. Okay, and now that thing will be automatically managed by our brain. Okay, even when we see something, okay, though the resolution of the our human eyes is not that much, but because of the say involvement of the brain, okay, and the what you can say, the historical learning which we have learned throughout our means life, that definitely we use to perceive those things, or sometimes what you can say, that we can even go beyond the imagination of the that particular machine can't do those things, those the human can do. So definitely there are so many things, like when we are talking about that, if the technology is changing day by day, the fastest processors are coming, okay, new technologies are introduced, machine learning techniques, artificial intelligence, all these things are coming, but still they have been used by the human beings.
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Automatically or autonomously, machines can't, right now they are not able to think themselves, though they are thinking in a certain way, like the programmer who program those machines in a particular way, only that way they are thinking. Though they are nowadays, some of the machines, about the advanced machines, they are using some rule based techniques or some other means reinforcement learning or such type of things, to get the understanding of the situation, and accordingly they take a certain decision. But still there is an involvement of the human mind, human brain behind that. Okay,
Yes, exactly, sir.
and that will not replace anyway. Okay, may in the coming future, if we can say that in the within a 50 years, or say 70 or 80 years, that may be possible, that could be, but the human biology is different. The human can react to the different situation differently. So those things will definitely will not be possible for the machine, that how to react to those certain situation. Like for this I can take one example, that for the different situation, how the person behavior changes. Like if I am talking with you, and if I am talking with my family, or if I am talking with someone else unknown, so the behavior will be different, but machine cannot think like that. So that definitely will not be replaceable.
Yes, exactly, sir. So, coming to the next question, this is kind of question from my point of view and many others also. So, I'm a professional web developer currently. At starting, I was not. I mean, my websites were not so professional. So as time goes on and on, I've gained some experience. So currently as of now, I've developed around 7 to 8 professional websites for hospitals, jewelry shops, or some few local businesses also. So at the beginning was when I was learning the languages required for web development, which are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery UI, and so more. So these are the languages that I use for web development. And after completing them all at a specific level, then I came to know about WordPress. I mean, I've seen it in many links that yes, WordPress is something, but I've never got too much curious to in order to search it. So when I searched it, why I was shocked that WordPress is a website that will make a website for you absolutely free. I mean, it will be not that efficient website, but still we can't ignore that free word. And after that, I came to know that there are several websites that will make a great website for you after taking a small amount of money, including WordPress. WordPress is also do some paid work. So this is something that also goes with the web developers, and from that day, web development is my NPA, comes under my NPA, non-profitable asset. So web developers and Android developers, app developers, so what should they do? I mean, everything is done by online, by taking a few fees, but still, what should we do now?
So your concern is really means what I appreciate that you are concerning with those things which you have learned so many languages, and suddenly you come to know that those things are will definitely will not be useful for me in the future. In the point of view, like say if I'm saying that to get the better job opportunities or something like that. So there are certain things, okay, like in every day the new technology is coming, particularly in computers. Okay, you can see that every day new languages, new technologies is being introduced in the computer science and engineering field. Okay, but that is only related to the fields which are associated with the computers. Okay, there are so many other fields like there are core branches. They are not even their syllabus has been changed from like last 40 years. Okay, and still those things are more relevant to the newer newcomers also. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so let's talk about the computer science. When I graduated in 2001, that time just recession was over and they have started picking up that time. Okay, because of that Y2K problem and all these things. So I could have gone in that particular field of development, and nowadays it might possible that now I would have been at some different place. Okay, but that time I chose to go with the higher studies and got enrolled in the MTech, and I have done that MTech. And during the learning, I come to know that not only going with the development profession or related to the software development, I choose to be in a teaching profession. Okay, now uh, for your question of the concern related to different technology, now what happened that in any profession, whenever you enter into the profession, like if you become a software developer, so in that profession definitely you will have to learn so many things, because that profession is quite means every day it is changing, some new technology has been introduced. So what we need to do, we need to better equip ourselves with the different skills which required in that particular field. Okay, now and then every day if new technologies is coming, okay, and that will definitely have you edge over others. Okay,
Absolutely, sir.
to get better opportunities, but definitely the things which you learn through your graduation and your early days of your profession, there you will learn so many things, and those are the basic things like what we can say that even the computer in basically the languages like C++, they have been introduced far means early 70s or somewhere else. Okay, but still they are more relevant to the different aspects of the development or the computers where they are basically using, or like for the writing device drivers and there are so many things where the C++ are being used. Though nowadays there are so many languages, but still they are more relevant. So what we need to do, apart from our basics, okay,
Yes, sir.
that will definitely allow you to survive in the field, or it will be helpful for you to survive in that field. But if you want to have an edge over others, so for that only you need to acquire different skills. And obviously in this particular era of the computers, everybody needs to equip themselves with the different skills like data science, machine learning, full stack software development, okay, like product management, okay. So these are the various avenues which can be explored by the professionals, okay. Apart from that, certain things like blockchain development, or some cyber security, okay, or information system management. Nowadays everywhere you can see that cyber theft is, or means such type of cases they are reporting, okay. Or apart from that, certain things related to the say multimedia programming or gaming. Every day new games are coming, people are got addicted to those games, people are earning so much money from that. So that can also be the different avenues. Apart from that, I see that there are certain things like computer forensics or forensic computer analysis. These are the various fields where, our system analysis or big data engineering, these are the various say fields where we can explore. Being a software engineer, it is better to equip with such type of technology, or learn those technology at least during your graduation. Try to do the project works related to those things. That will be definitely helpful for you. And apart from that, what I feel that you must be having a better personal skills. Your communication skills must be good, your soft skills must be good, okay. And above all, I expect that if an individual is a good human being, that will be definitely have a plus point over others, okay. So I will means expect that each and every person, or the every student, those who are in the dilemma that which particular profession to choose, how different technologies to be adopted, all these things you have to start just from your graduation years. That will be definitely will have an edge over others.
So personally, I think that there is a lot of changes or upgradation which is very much required in our current education system and are currently missing in it. I mean, we are developing every day. We are discovering new and new technologies every day and new advanced technology constantly. But there is no noticeable upgradation in the standard books, even like NCERT. I mean, they are still same as of last 25 years back. So according to you, what are the changes that must be done in our education system or in the books, some major books, so in order to do the best for all?
So you're talking about the curriculum change, or the upgradation in the curriculum, current curriculum, basically. So for this, what I feel that when we actually come into the professional courses, and particularly like say software engineering or computer science and engineering and allied field, okay,
Yes, exactly, sir.
there you see that as there are introduction of the new technologies, new languages, new concepts day by day, which are being used in a industry, in a particular that software development industry, okay. So for that you are expecting that there must be some means certain changes or upgradation must be made into the basic syllabus which has been taught in the schools, right?
Yes, exactly, sir.
So what I feel that the curriculum is basically designed in such a way that the child's overall development would take place. Okay, so child basically needs the know-how in day-to-day life and in the society that makes them a good human being. Okay, apart from the learning so many basic concepts which are definitely useful for them in their future. Okay, so those things are basically is been taught in our school education, and there our basics get stronger. Okay, so to make a or to achieve a great heights for a building, what you need a solid base. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that curriculum basically which has been taught in our school is making that base solid. Okay, now regarding the introduction of the say advanced or new curriculum or new things in the existing curriculum. So for that, yes, you're absolutely right that there is some need, and I think a new education policy which has been introduced by the government, definitely that will take care of those things. Okay, now what happens that in the traditional curriculum which has been already there, uh, the people behind designing those curriculum, they are very well experienced. They have a better understanding of the say child mentality, and in what way and in what different stages the child grows. So accordingly the whole curriculum is been designed that in a first class what you should learn, in the second, third, fourth, or up to 10th class what you need to learn. Okay, after that what basically is been expected from the plus 2 students. Okay, all these things are taking into consideration while designing the curriculum. Okay, now there is one concept of say Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy basically they are focusing on the remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and then create. So even in our many of the say engineering courses as well, we are only reaching up to the say apply and analyze level, not beyond that, like say evaluation and creation. So that could be done in the say in your final year project, where the understanding, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, all these concepts can be used to create or to evaluate certain system and then create something new out of it. So by using or applying the knowledge which they have acquired during the whole graduation years. Okay, so generally what happened that in you can see that in your curriculum, the at the which is what you can say in the 7th semester the project kind of thing will be introduced. Okay, there you have to do so many things where the knowledge which you acquire during the first year, second year, and third year can be applied to develop that particular project, and to get a certain thing like say getting a publication out of those things which you have created, whatever effort you have put into that. Okay, and you have created something new, or or modified something existing, that is evaluation. So these things will be taken into consideration. So this is nothing but the Bloom's taxonomy. We in our curriculum basically during our say up to third year, even in the graduation engineering, there you only achieve up to the level of say apply and analyze. Okay, remembering, understanding, applying, and analyzing. Beyond that, we need to introduce some of the methods or some of the techniques which can be incorporated in our curriculum, which will definitely give an opportunity to the students to create something new. Okay, and for that, means I think the new education policy will definitely do that thing.
Yes, sir. So I think that we've discussed enough about that. A lot of jobs will be not there in the future, probably in around next 40 years in 2060, and a lot of professions also will be affected by it. So now I want to ask you that what's the real image, the positive image of 2060 that's there in your mind? Being in this field at an expert level, what's the 2060 image is there in your mind?
Okay, so see, to be ahead of time is very good. Okay, but being equipped in present time and give your best is better, I think. So regarding talking about the say 2060, yes, of course there will be means, substantial changes will take place in our India as well. Okay, I'm not talking about the superpower or somewhere like USA or Japan. They are already far ahead of us, but definitely we have that caliber to achieve those things. And what I expect that by 2060, there will be nowadays, though our focus is on a different thing. Okay, but once we get an opportunity to focus on a certain things like the basic things related to the say roti kapda and makan, all these things, once it get fulfilled, okay, then only the people will start thinking of creating something new to focus on the different means creative environment. Okay, so in 2060, I expect that in our India as well, there will be a lot of technological changes would takes place. In that direction, already government is taking certain initiatives. Okay, like say automation of so many things will be there. Though certain jobs will be, I mean, suffered because of that, but definitely the millions of jobs will be created in the new technological environment where I think that even the our ecological system, our environment, all these things need to be will be definitely people and the humans which are involved in the decision making will take into consideration that, and they will try to make not only the technology viable solutions, but also they will take care of the our environment so that our future generations will be able to survive in a better way apart by availing the different technological solutions like say autonomous vehicles. Nowadays it has been introduced. Okay, so definitely within a 10 or 15 years that will come into our India as well. So for that our government must be ready to adopt those technology, and for that technological changes, infrastructure changes will be needed, like related to the roads, traffic lights and all these things. Okay, that is related to the autonomous vehicles, but apart from that autonomous surgery will be there. Okay, even certain decision makings related to the human life. Okay, these things will be introduced, like how to enhance the human life. Okay, or minimal means accident while driving, or that will be definitely will be done through the autonomous vehicles. Okay, but apart from that the environment where we will definitely take care of the say the ecology of our environment, the system. Okay, where the different animals, birds and all these things, we will take care of the different species, and through our technological inventions or innovations, their life would not be suffered. Okay, so there may be some, you can see that in future some automated parks or certain things which are really will be introduced, or certain things which is related to the different innovations will become into existence, and that would have not been think earlier or before. Nowadays we can't think that this thing could happen. So that things will again come into existence, and that will definitely change our life for the definitely for the future. Okay.
Yes, sir, absolutely great answer. So, there's no such thing like the best coder of this world or something like that. I mean, there are infinite logics for solving a single problem and infinite ways to execute it. The logic, the same logic. And every logic have its own pros and cons. We just fit the logic according to the situation. So, after being in this world at expert level for so many years, what are you doing in order to not only maintaining that expert level but also constantly being better than the last time? I mean, how do you exercise yourself in order to be a step ahead every time in terms of coding?
So you're talking about the coding. So what I feel that while teaching the coding it means teaching the coding and actually get into the development. Okay, these are the two different things, because to teach something, we learn those things and we practice for some time, and then we will be able to teach it to the others. Okay, but when you actually got into that particular profession, like my profession is to teach, so teaching something like I need to being a professor, okay, of a computer science, I must be able to take a different subjects like data structures, or say programming fundamentals, or real time system, or data mining. There are so many subjects which are comes under this particular computer science and engineering. Okay, so teaching, and there also one part is coding, teaching uh, to teach a coding. Okay, that will be the part of a certain subject. But apart from that, there are so many subjects which basically expect a theoretical knowledge of that particular subject, which will be definitely useful for creating or evaluating something. So, as per the Bloom's taxonomy, we basically focusing on the first four parameters, and for the fifth and sixth, when you get into that particular profession, there you have to apply it. Okay,
Yes, absolutely, sir.
so for that, we usually we create a basic environment, and we just introduce to that particular environment through the project or something like that. And for me, in this particular era, what I basically do is that each and every professors, irrespective of the department I am talking about, that they everybody must be ready with the different skills which are introduced in their field. Okay, nowadays there are so many things which are introduced in the engineering field, in particularly when we are talking about the computer science and engineering. So yes, we are going through the different learning environment, different technologies. We are say attending different faculty development programs, workshops, seminars. And apart from that, there are certain things which are introduced by the government, that the different modules which basically to improve our teaching skills, to be a better teacher. Okay, how to evaluate the students, how to prepare ourselves, how the personal skill. And apart from that, being into the profession of teaching, there are so many other things apart from the teaching where the actually teacher are involved, like say some administrative work will be there. Okay, some like involvement in the timetable preparation, involvement in the admission process. Apart from that, involvement into the different accreditation processes. So for that, and obviously these are the demands from the different professions as well. So when I'm talking about myself, that for that it is expected that teacher should do such type of things as well apart from their teaching. So to balance between or balance among the different things which are available, and to give our best to the students, so that whatever we deliver, that can be really useful and helpful for them to attain the level of that evaluation and creation in the Bloom's taxonomy. So for that, obviously we do, and we are even during this pandemic time, we have attended so many FDPs, seminars, workshops which are on a new technologies, and still we are doing that. So this is my way of preparing myself. And obviously, before going into the say, or before taking a lecture, we need to not only know the basic concepts, but we have to predict that what type of questions would be arise, and how to answer those things. So for that we are preparing, and for the future as well, we are ready with the say data science, machine learning, and we are trying our best to imbibe or to transfer this learning to our students.
Yes, sir. So next question is kind of personal. So I've already said that there are infinite ways to execute a logic and infinite logics to solve a single problem. So how does it feel when a particular student gives then another logic, I mean, that you never heard of? How does it feel that yes, this can be done through this also? So I hope I'm telling you the perfect situation. So how does it feel?
See, as we have discussed that every individual is different, their thinking can be different, and for the different problems which are there in nature, okay, they can be solved with a different approaches. Okay, so for a particular problem there can be different logics. Okay, and those logics, and why I'm talking about the logic here, because that in a computer science, basically when we do certain means try to solve any particular problem through the different languages, there we need to follow certain steps to solve that particular problem. If that problem are standard problem, they can be solved with that standard step. If someone comes with a different logic and they that solve that particular problem, definitely it is really means I'm glad to see that thing, that okay, this way also it can be done. Means we have never explored that. We traditionally following those things, but if someone comes with a different idea, then definitely it will be welcome idea, and that should be promoted. And even in my lectures also, or in my say the discussion with the students, I expect that something new to be introduced by the student, and that is only possible when students think on that particular problem in a different way. The same way I will definitely teach the traditional way, but if someone comes with a different idea and the same solution with a means same problem with a different solution, so that will be again welcome, and it is really good.
So yeah, sir, great answer. So before actually moving to the last question, I want to tell you that it's completely fine if you don't want to answer this question. So what are your future plans? I mean, currently you are a professor at a college in which many other can't even have a job, but still, is being a professor is the overall destiny of your career, or you are actually planning for something else in the future? So basically, what are your future plans, or what is your career end game? What are you? I mean, are you actually planning for something else?
Okay, very tricky question is this, because being into the profession, actually this profession, I have not come in this profession by chance, but by choice. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so when there is a choice, and I have chosen this particular thing, I had an opportunity to go somewhere else also, because at time 2001 when I was graduated, so that time there were ample opportunity to go into the software profession as well. But I choose this particular profession because this is a very noble profession, and basically what I expect that uh, throughout our life I will be a student, and that is a more important, because I will learn new thing every day. While even taking a one lecture, for that also I'm reading, I'm continuously reading something, thinking on that particular lecture or that particular topic. So it will definitely have an edge over others, those who can't think and they do their monotonous work. But in this teaching profession, there are so many things to means what we can say, that there are so many things which will be definitely gives us job satisfaction. Not only the job satisfaction, but a personal satisfaction, that I am giving something to my student. So as far as the future plans, I have something that I just want to blend my passions. Passions are my I like photography, I like painting, I like singing, all these things. But it should be blended with my profession, and so that what will happen, that I may be able to create a fun learning environment to my students, and I will give my better from my side, that whatever thing I will do with blending the passion with the profession, that will definitely give a better learning environment to my students. And even I will suggest my students to follow their passion and blend it with their profession. That will be definitely have a better opportunities, as well as they will definitely excel in their respective field.
Yes, sir. So this will be my absolute last question. Since you have a lot of patience also with your profession, so a lot of students, this is a common mistake that is done by a lot of students, that they are not able to identify which is their passion and which will be their profession. I mean, it's a very important thing that you differentiate both of these things, but many students can't even do it. So can you give any tips regarding that in order to difference between them?
See, to differentiate between the passion and profession, they are the things. I'm just simply give the example that when you have something related to the passion, like you have passion of, say, doing something or something creative, or say like someone may have like interest in a painting, singing, or sketching, or drawing, or creating new things, or something like that. They may have like collecting some things, or the things where the passion involved. You never know that how time goes, or time pass, or time goes away. Okay, you get involved in that particular thing, and you achieve something from out of that. Okay, and that is your mental satisfaction. So the things, by doing something, if you get a mental satisfaction, and that is nothing but your passion. Okay, and that passion, in wherever field you are, like say throughout the years, after the schooling, after doing plus 2, and you entered into a particular, say, branch, end up in the particular branch, like say computer engineering or something like that. So try to blend that passion with your profession which you are supposed to adopt. Okay, so that will definitely means will make you to deliver best out of whatever you learn from that particular course, as well as the things which you have a passion in it. Okay, so because of those things blended together, that will definitely increase the productivity and will give you advantage over others.
So this was all about the session, sir. Thank you so much for being here and clearing a lot of chaos. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
One last thing, guys, if you haven't followed my Insta page yet, then do follow it. All the important short clips of this session, previous session, and the upcoming sessions are constantly uploading on it. So do give it a try. So that's it from my side, guys. I hope you like it. Please subscribe to the channel. A lot of sessions are coming for you in order to make you even better. So just hang on with me. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.